Okay, so today we are going to recap what we have learned so far. Okay, before that, yesterday there is a task has been given to you. Is everyone completed the task, whatever is given? Yesterday for offline members, there is a task has given. Is everybody completed the task? We have not covered the invoice. Okay. Okay, so fine. Okay, so let's move on. Let's assume that, let's recap what we have learned so far. Okay, now let's assume that we are getting a new X13 speakers. These are the new speakers. Assume that Dell company is introducing this. Dell company is introducing it, right? So when Dell company introduced the new speakers, this speakers has some features. With the features are like a attached mic. Attached mic is there, right? And also it has a, whenever the person is speaking, only that time the mic will be enabled, and when this person is not speaking, mic automatically disable, right? So it has a additional features. So this is one product. X13 is a speakers, is a product. This is one product which is introduced by the Dell company. Now, before bringing into the market, for this product, what Dell has to do the introduce. That means they have to do the campaign. They have to do the campaign of the speaker. They have to do the campaign of the speaker. Now, that means they have to either do the webinar or a trade show or a advertisement, some kind of a campaign. Campaign is nothing but which is a, what are the different type of campaigns we have?
Direct and indirect.
Direct, indirect. Yes. So Dell company is doing the campaign. Assume that it is a direct campaign. They are doing both of them, direct and indirect. Direct, whoever is attend that webinar, they are doing that. Indirect advertisements. Now this is a Dell company is doing it. Dell company is doing the campaign. Now whether it is a direct or indirect, ultimately there are few members which are very interested to buy these speakers. Very interested to buy these speakers. So that means they will tell that we need this information. Can you give more details? So what they will tell is during the webinar or some kind of a trade show, what they will do is they will capture the details. So they will say that, okay, give me your details. We will capture your details. Our company is going to call you. Dell company is going to call you, give me your details. So that means we will take their information. We will take their information, which is nothing but lead. Now there are out of 100 members are interested here. 100 members are interested. Out of 100 members, almost 99 people were ready to take the product, but they need few clarity about this speaker and is there any discount or those kind of things are there, right? So when I know that 99 later, assume that today is campaign is completed. At the end of the day, everybody is going to check how many leads we received out of this campaign. How many leads we have received out of this campaign. So the team is going to calculate that what is the count. So the count is 100 members we have received. That means 100 leads we have received it. Only in the direct. Indirect, we might receive few more, but direct for 1 hour trade show, 1 hour trade show or a road show, whatever it might be. So 1 hour trade show, we got 100 leads. That means that is the output of the campaign. Once the campaign is completed, they collect all those papers or all those data. Okay, if they are directly entering in the laptop, they will collect all those data. And what they will do is they will go to the next day, they will go to the company. In the company, they are going to tell that we have received yesterday, we have received 100 leads, right? So when we received 100 leads, next step what they will do is Dell company is going to ask the team that are you sure these 100 members are prospect leads? That means they are very interested. So if they say that yes, these 100 leads are prospects, we know that they are definitely needed, but they need few more details about this product. And also few members are interested in the discount and few members has a different way. So what they will do is next year, okay, now let's convert everybody. Let's convert everybody to the so they will be converted to the opportunity. Next day, it will be converted to the opportunity. While converting the opportunity, we will convert the account and contact also. While converting the lead, so lead will be converted to the opportunity. Lead will be converted to the opportunity. When we convert the opportunity, during that time, there is a screen that is going to ask, do you want to use the existing account or do you want to use the new, do you want to create a new record, existing or new record? That means whenever we are converting from lead to opportunity, whenever we are converting lead to opportunity, that lead to opportunity will be, while converting it, it also creates the account and contact. That means what is happening here, this is the prospect lead, right? My lead became a customer. Lead became a customer of Dell. When I say customer, this is the customer master data. This is customer master data. This is customer master data. So whenever we are converting the lead to opportunity, that means we are converting the lead to a customer. We are converting the lead to a customer. That means next time Dell company, if anything they wanted to release a product, they have a few customers which are sitting in their system. So they can directly send an email to them. So whenever next time they are doing some other campaign, whenever they are doing a next time another campaign, what they will do is they will directly attach the contact to the campaign and they will send an email. That means we are doing some campaign about laptop or could be a headset, right? Anything. So next time they are going to send email to these customers. Now opportunity, there is still we need to work on the opportunity. Deal is not yet closed. There is no profit yet. There is no profit yet. So right now we just converted to the opportunity. When we convert it to the opportunity, when we convert this to the opportunity, now here this opportunity is as soon as it is converted, sales team is going to come into the picture. That means the record, the opportunity will be assigned to the sales team. The opportunity is assigned to the sales team. Now, till this point, what happened? Marketing happened. Till this point, marketing happened. Now, as soon as the opportunity is created from the marketing team, now that opportunity is moved to the sales team. That opportunity is moved to the sales team. Now, once the opportunity is moved to the sales team, now the first thing the customer is going to ask, now we have 100 customers. 100 customers are there. And one of the customer is a kind of a business customer. One of the customer is a business customer. Assume that we are opening a startup company. Startup company. Opening a startup company. Now, startup company has reached out to they came to the campaign and they said that we need few speakers. Startup company said that we need almost 1,000 speakers. Assume that 1,000 speakers they need it. Or let's assume that 100 speakers they need it. Startup company needs 100 speakers. This is another customer. This is business customer. Out of 100 leads, one is a business customer. One is business customer. Now, whenever we are doing a marketing or whenever we are doing a selling, there are two ways to sell a product. Two ways to sell a product. The two ways is, one is business to business, which is called as a B2B, which is called as a B2B, which is nothing but business to business. Business to business is nothing but Dell company is going to sell. Dell is going to sell to the another company, which is could be a startup company, could be a Wipro company or anything, right? Startup company here. So which is business to business. Business to business. In case if business is selling directly to the customers, directly to the individual customers, which is called as a B2C, which is called as a B2C. Now here, this is nothing but business to customer. Business to customer. What is this means? Dell company is selling the speakers to the individual customers. Individual customers. They do not have a business. It's for their own purpose. Individual person. So it is for their purpose. So we have like this, we have a few more things are there, which is a D2C. D2C is nothing but direct to customer. Direct to customer. That means wherever the manufacturing is happening, wherever the manufacturing, the product manufacturing is happening, from there only directly they are selling the product to customer. Wherever the manufacturing is happening, there only directly they are selling the customers. So that means the price will be very low. Right? So these are the different ways to sell the product. These are the different ways to sell the product. Now here for the Dell company, the speakers product, they are doing it for the B2B as well as B2C. B2B as well as B2C. That means business to business as well as the business to customer. Both. If it is a business to customer, directly customer dealing, individual person. If it is a business to business, from the Dell company to startup company. Now assume that I'm just out of 100, I'm talking here about the one lead. I'm talking about one lead, which is another business, which is another business, which is nothing but a startup company. Startup company. Startup company. So this startup company reached out to the Dell. Startup company reached out to the Dell saying that we need 100 speakers. So Dell has captured the details about that startup company, and now we converted the lead to the opportunity. Whoever is joined for the first time, I'm repeating all these classes for you guys, so please note down. So whenever we are converting the opportunity, we also convert to the customer master tables, which are account and contact. Account and contact. Now I have a opportunity details here. I have a opportunity details here. Now once the opportunity details are created, then it is assigned to the sales team. Then it is assigned to the sales team. Now what sales team does it? Sales team has a different activities. That means as soon as this is created, initially opportunity stage will be prospect. Opportunity stage will be prospect. Right? So it has a different stages here. So it has a different stages. Now, is everybody converted to the opportunity? Like whatever the leads are there, is all the leads gets converted to the opportunity? No. All the leads will not be converted to the opportunity. Whatever, if I am getting 100 leads, all the 100 leads are converted to the opportunity? No. The outcome of campaign is 100 leads. But out of 100 leads, we cannot say that all the 100 leads are converted to the opportunity. No, that is not possible. Because whenever we are converting it, before converting it, we have a certain step. Which step is called lead cycle. Lead cycle. So the lead person, whatever the record is there, it has to go through this lead cycle. Now, who will be doing it? This is manual step done by the company. They will do all the lead cycle steps which we have discussed. What are the different lead cycle steps? What are the lead cycle steps?
Lead generation.
Lead generation.
Lead capture.
Right.
Lead filtering.
Right.
Lead grading.
Lead grading, lead
contact.
nurturing and conversion.
Lead contact, lead nurturing and lead conversion.
Right? These are the different steps that is done by the team by the time they reach to the lead nurture. By the time they reach to the lead nurturing, by the time they're reaching to the lead nurturing, they know that how many leads are converted to the opportunity. How many leads are converted to the opportunity. Now, all the leads may not be right. So all the leads may not be converted to the opportunity. Now, once the opportunity is created, that means sales team, the work for the sales team is they have a different activities. What are those activities? Sales team has to contact a person and explain about the product, explain about the features and more information about the product. Now, whenever we are explaining the product information, that means we have a different cycle here for the sales team. There is a different cycle is available for the sales team. Even in the opportunity, within the opportunity, we have a sales cycle. Which is our opportunity cycle. Sales cycle, or opportunity cycle. So the sales team has to follow this. The sales team has to follow this sales cycle or an opportunity cycle. Now this has to be followed by the sales team. Now while they are following the cycle, at one point of time, whenever we are at the point of negotiation or whenever the customer asks about the product, right? Product price book. Now, whenever we create an opportunity here in the opportunity, it does not tell us that what is the product that I am selling it. It is just an opportunity details. Whenever I convert this lead to the opportunity, it is just copying the details from the lead and account and contact details to the opportunity. There is nothing called as a product information. In the opportunity, I do not have a product information. I do not have a product information. So I need to create a different sales team. Basically, sales team has to create whenever the opportunity is converted. Marketing team is done with just converting the opportunity. Now, sales team will contact a person. They will ask that is this the product that you are buying it, right? Is this the product that you are buying it? So if they confirm it, like if they say that yes, this is the product, or else what they can do is from the lead, whatever the campaign is there, because in the opportunity also campaign is connected. Opportunity also campaign is connected here. So sales team look at the campaign, which are the campaigns from where the leads has came, from where the leads has came, from which campaign it came. So it will look at the campaign details. Then what sales team does is sales team look at the price book, or create the price book. They create the price book. So we have another object which is called as a price book. We have a price book. So sales team will look at the price book based on the product, what are the campaign they are doing it. And if first they will check is price book, because in the opportunity, whenever you are adding a product, now in the opportunity, we have a related list. Okay. So that means for the opportunity, I need to link to the product. So in order to link to the product, I need to have a price book. In order to link to the product, I need to have a price book. That means price book is nothing but what is the manufacturing cost? What is the manufacturing cost? And what is the MRP? So basically MRP details are sits into the price book. And this price book has to attach with the product. It has to attach with product. Now, why we are attaching here? Because we have a different products, right? So every product, whenever we are getting a customer, okay, we have a different type of a customers. VIP customer, normal customer, VIP customer, normal customer, right? Regular customer, and then we have a generic customer, right? We have a different type of a customers who are coming to who are buying these speakers. Now, based on the customer type, my price will be changed. Based on the customer type, my price will be changed. That's the reason one product will be connected to the multiple price book. When I say multiple price book, one MRP is for the gold customer, right? Another MRP is for the platinum customers. One MRP, that means one price is for the basic, whoever is the general is there. That means silver customers, or whoever is the normal regular customer, which is nothing but a bronze customer. Based on this customer, I have a different MRP is decided here. Based on the customer, MRP gets decided here. Now, if the customer is a VIP customer. If the customer is VIP customer and very important customer, I might link to the platinum or I might link to the gold. Okay, that is decided by the sales team. That is decided by the sales team. Now, who will be doing this? Is the developer is doing it? No, developer will not be doing it. Only the company side, whoever the clients are there, they will be doing it. But why we are learning this is to understand how it is working the flow. So that whenever they raise a case, you can work or resolve the issue. Now, once this price book or products are linked, once this product and price books are linked, now I'm going to connect that price product to the, now I'm going to connect the product to the price, product to the opportunity. Now I'm going to connect product to the opportunity. Now I'm going to connect product to the opportunity. Now, from this moment, as soon as the product is linked to the opportunity, as soon as the product is linked to the opportunity, then sales team is going to start negotiating it. Because now the sales team has a clarity, because as soon as I attach the product to the opportunity, as soon as I attach product to the opportunity, on the opportunity, we have a field called amount. We have a, which is a total amount. Now it has a total amount. Now sales team has a full clarity that what is this customer, what is the product, and which price book they are, it is attached to this product, and what is the total amount of this customer. What is the total amount for this customer. Now, next time when they call for the customer, they will say that this is the product you have researched way back. That means 2 days back or 3 days back. You have researched about this product, and we are selling this product for this rate. Or they will call the company, the startup company, saying that we have got a lead from your company, and this is the product that you want, you are interested in, and total amount is, this is the amount for the 100 laptops. Because whenever I'm attaching the product to the opportunity, I'll say here how much quantity. Product is a single one, but here whenever I'm attaching it, I'll be using the quantity field. I'll be using the quantity field. What is this quantity? Do you need a one product or do you need 100 products? Now, based on that, total amount will be reflected. Based on that, total amount will be reflected. Now, sales team is going to call that person, like you have reported 100 speakers, and for that 100 speakers, this is the total amount that we are charging it. So the startup company says that, okay, that's fine, but can you give me the quotation? I'm not getting clarity in the phone, but can you give me the quotation so that I'll go through the quotation, and also I'll discuss with my internal team, because startup company has an internal team. There is a HR team is there in the startup company, HR team or some internal teams are there. So they have to discuss internally with everybody before buying the speakers. Now they say that, okay, can you send me the quotation to the email? Instead of, okay, I understand because we are talking in the phone, but I need some kind of a quotation. So that by taking that quotation, I'll go to my team and I'll talk to them, what is the cost and everything, then I'll come back to you. So sales team says that, okay, fine, we will send you the quotation. We will send you the quotation. Now we have to send a quotation. In order to send a quotation, we have another object is called quote. We have another object is called quote. So that means now the company is asking the quotation. Company is asking the quotation. So sales team is going to generate a quote. Sales team is going to generate a quote. Quote or quotation. Now in this quotation, what are the details will be there? What is the account? What is the contact? And what is the opportunity? And what is the product it has? How many products it has? Right? And then what is the quantity? How much is the quantity? And then what is the price book? All the details will be included in the quote. All the details will be included in the quote. Now sales team is going to generate a quotation. Sales team is going to generate a quotation. Now, once this quotation is generated in the system, now what they will do is they will send an email to the customer. Customer is nothing but, which is a startup company. Send email to customer or a startup company. In our case, it is an example for our case is a startup company. Startup company. Now they will send, sales team is going to send the email to the customer. Now customer is going to review. Customer is in our case startup company. Now that startup company is going to review the quotation. Now whenever they are reviewing the quotation, that means sales team also has a cycle of a quote cycle. Salesforce sales team also have a, that means every stage they need to follow the certain cycle. Every stage they need to follow the certain cycle. So in the lead stage, it is a lead cycle. In the opportunity, it is an opportunity cycle or a sales cycle. As well as in the quotation also, they need to follow the quote cycle. Right? This cycle can be changed, business to business can be changed. It's not a standard. Now, once they reviewed it, now in case company says that, no, we do not want 100 speakers because it is costing too much, can you change the 50 speakers? Now they will go back to the, sales team. They will go back to the sales team saying that, can you update it? So what sales team does is, they will change this 100 to the 50 speakers. They will change this 100 to the 50 speakers. Now again, they will send. Now in case if they are not agreed, again this cycle will keep on going on. This cycle will keep on going on. Now this cycle is keep on going on. Now once the company is agreed, the startup company, assume that they have agreed it. Once the startup company is agreed, now they are going to send the email to the sales team saying that we are fine with the 50 products, but can you give us some discount? Can you give us some discount? Now, discount is basically how we are going to place the discount. Discount is available only in the quotation level. I cannot put a discount in the product level. I cannot put a discount in the product level. Discount is always at the quotation level. Discount is always at the quotation level. That means in the quotation level, we have another object which is nothing but quote line items. Now we have another object which is called as a quote line items. What is this quote line items is? Now whenever the sales team is generating the, whenever sales team is generating the quote, that time what will happen is, whatever the products are attached to the opportunity, those will be copied to the quote, and from the quote, it will go to the quote line item. That means whatever the products that you are seeing here in the opportunity level, you can see the same products into the quotation quote line item also. You can see same details which are available in the quote line items, because that is automatically done by the Salesforce. You need not to do anything there. So whenever a quote is generated, along with the quote line items also gets generated. Quote line items also gets generated. Now when the quote line items are generated, quote line items are nothing but a product. Product that are associated with that particular opportunity. Product that are associated with that particular opportunity. Now here, for this opportunity, what are the products are there? For example, I have right now only one product, which is a speaker product. Speaker product. Now for this speaker product, what I can do is I can edit quote line item and I can apply the discount here. I can apply the discount here. That means where I am doing the discount concept is always on the quotation. Discount concept is always on the quotation. So in the quotation, we have a quote line item. In quote line items are nothing but a product. For each product, I am putting a discount. Now, how much discount I am putting it? It's up to the company. 5% discount, 10% discount. In case if you have a two products, for example, along with the speaker, they are also selling the mouse. Now, for this also, they can apply a discount. That means if you have a multiple products, multiple quote line items, then you will have a discount is available for the multiple products. Altogether, you cannot apply a discount. Altogether, you cannot apply a discount. It has to be individual product discount. Discount has to be associated with the individual product. Discount has to be associated with individual products. So where that product is sits into the quote line item. Quote line item. Now till this point, everybody is clear about the flow.
Yes.
Offline.
Then, ma'am, question, ma'am.
Yep.
And how do they do multiple product discounts?
That's what multiple discounts is right now. It is not available. It is an individual product. Okay. Practically, we will see how to do that, but flow wise is everybody fine. Okay. So now let's move on. Once I have done with the discount, once I'm done with the discount and everything, again, after the discount, we have to generate a code. Now, once this is done, what we will do is the startup company is going to order. Startup company is going to order the products. Startup company is going to order the products. That means what I'm doing here, ordering it. Once the quotation is confirmed, the next step is a order. Next step is a order. For this order, before generating a order, it has to go through the contract. That means before ordering it or before doing it, especially from the business side, they will ask a contract. That means contract of 6 months guarantee or contract, which the contract that they are going to deal it, like you will be the permanent customer or you will be the, in case if I have any issue, can I reach or not? Can you reach or not? Right? So the contract has to be implemented between whether it is a business or whether it is a customer, the contract has to be implemented. It's a normal terminology contract. There is no difference here. Normal contract. Contract is nothing but whenever you are building a house, you will give a contract to the person, right? That means you do everything and just give me the house. So kind of a contract. So the contract has to be signed between the two parties. The contract has to be signed between the two parties. Then once the contract is signed, then the order goes on. That means whenever the order I'm doing it, the contract has to be linked to the order. So without a contract, you cannot create an order. Without a contract, you cannot create an order, which is not possible in the Salesforce. Contract must and should be there. Now here also you have a contract cycle. So which is called as a contract cycle. Now, once the order is done, then the next step is invoice. The next step is invoice. We are going to generate an invoice for the customer or a company. Now, in our case, startup company. So we are going to generate an invoice for the startup company. We are going to generate an invoice for the startup company. Once the invoice is generated, that means bill payment, everything is done. Bill payment is everything is done. Now, assume that after 1 year or after 2 years, after 1 year or after 2 years, they have received, team got some issue about the speakers. Team got a issue about the speakers. So when they got an issue about the speakers, again, what they will do is they raise a case to the Dell company. There is a case to the Dell company, saying that raising a case is nothing but, I'm generating a case. Now, once the billing, everything is done, possible that next day only they might see the issue. As soon as the bill payment is done, in case if the customers are facing any issue, they raise a case. Now, once the case is raised, it goes to the different team. Now, as soon as the invoice is done here, the sales team work is completed. Till here, the sales team work is completed. Now, whenever the customer is getting the problem, they raise a case. When the case is raised, then the case goes to the service team or a service contract. The case goes to the service team. So this service team or a service group or a whatever the team is there, right? Again, this service team has a certain contract. Again, this service team has a contract. Now here they have something called a contract, service contract. Now that means as soon as the case is created, this case has to link with, assigned to the case group, and this, whatever the service group is there, the service group has a service contract, and that has to be linked to the case. All this service team has to be linked to the case. Once the case, assume that service team has started looking into the case, then finally what they will do is they will provide a solution. to the customers. That means issue is resolved. Once the issue is resolved, when the issue is resolved, we need to provide what solution. That means what is the issue, right? What is the issue? We need to explain to the customers. Otherwise, customers will not, they will definitely ask that what is the problem into this particular speaker? What did you do? So definitely the startup company ask it. So we need to explain the solution. Now, this is the entire flow here. In this flow, from campaign to till the opportunity creation, it's a marketing cloud or a marketing team. Marketing cloud or marketing team. Now, from sales, from opportunity. So from opportunity to the invoice. From opportunity to the invoice, this is a sales cloud. This is a Sales Cloud. Sales Cloud or a Sales Cloud is nothing but sales team who is going to perform all these activities. And then the bottom, once the invoice is done, then from the case creation point to till the solution is called Service Cloud. Service Cloud. Service Cloud. Now this is the entire flow in Salesforce. This is the entire flow in Salesforce. Campaign, lead, account contact, opportunity, quote line item, product, order, contract, invoice, case, service contract, service group, and then solution. These are the different objects in the day-to-day. That means in the real time also you will be seeing it. So in this entire process, there are different activities done by the different team. There are different activities done by the different team activities, and also they will do the charter like a sales team, marketing team informing the sales team. They could done it through the charter also. And then reporting how many speakers has sold in last month, right? Reporting and a dashboard. And then also during this process, which record to be shared, which whom, everything will be kind of a security, what kind of a security that I should apply. And then what is the data, who all can see the data, and what can we customize it, because here we have to do the customization. And also sometimes we need to attach the invoice or a code, right? So the attachment. So these all activities are done within this entire process. These activities are done. These are the activities which are done. Now, apart from B2B, B2C, D2C, is everybody clear about this entire flow?
It's clear now, ma'am.
Okay. How about offline?
The flow doesn't change for the type of customers, right? It will still,
No,
everything will be the same.
Yes.
And in some companies, the cycles are customized. That's the only difference.
Yes, yes.
And if you don't get the solution, what it will be the finally solution, right? So sometimes for every problem we don't get the solution, right? So what will be the next step?
Okay. So definitely for every problem there won't be a solution. If there is a no solution, that is up to the company what they are going to do it. For example, your phone is not working. Okay, you gave for the repairing. Okay, when you gave for the repairing, there is no solution for your phone. There is no solution for your phone. So what they will do, either you will contact the company, between the customer, between you and the company, whatever the deals is happens. That's exactly happens here. But by the way, there is nothing like a solution. There is no solution. For everything, we have a solution because we did a customization. We have built the mobile. When I build something, I know how to repair it. In case if there is a no solution, it's between the customer and business. We cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay. Now, till last class, okay, before going to the last class, B2B, B2C, D2C. B2B. Now let's take an example. D-Mart is buying the clothes, right? Buying the clothes from a brand company. Okay, some brand company. Now, what is the D-Mart here?
Business.
Business.
Business, yeah.
Business. Brand company, what is it?
Business.
Business. Now here, who is selling it? Business is selling to the business. Business is selling to the business. That means this is nothing but a B2B. B2B. Now, brand company, they have opened their own shop. The shop is there somewhere. It's a brand company, showroom. And right now, the customer is directly visiting to the company. Customer is directly visiting to the company for what? To buy a clothes. Now here, brand company is business. What is the customer?
Business to customer.
It's a customer. Right? Now that means this is a
B2C.
B2C. Now here, when I say brand company is a different, manufacturing company is a different. Manufacturing company is a different, brand company is a different. Simple example, the clothes are in villages, they do some kind of a stitching or something, they will do it, right? Where is the clothes actually built is in the village. And the cost that they are selling directly in the manufacturing company is very less. Now, if the customer knows where is the clothes are actually built, what they will do, customer directly go to them. Customer directly go to them. Now that means here, this manufacturing company, whoever is doing the alteration or whoever is in creating the clothes or whatever they are doing it, now whenever the customer directly comes to them, they cannot say that, okay, I cannot sell the product to you. They cannot say that. Rather than they will be more happy if they are knowing the customers directly. Right? Manufacturing company doesn't say that, no, we are not going to sell the customers, individual customers, we only sell the business. No, they cannot say that. They cannot say that. So directly, I'm directly doing the selling to the customer, direct selling to the customers. Direct selling to the customers. Similarly, we have a direct selling to the business. Direct selling to the business. It's kind of how you are selling it. You are selling to the business, you are selling to the customer, you are selling to the direct company to the customer, or you are selling direct company to the business. There is no other logic in the Salesforce. Whatever we are seeing in our real time, that's the same logic applied in the Salesforce. That's the same logic. Like how you are selling it, that's it. The all concept about B2B, B2C, D2C, D2B is about how you are selling it. Are you selling from the business to business, business to customer, or direct to customer, or direct to business? Any other questions? Okay. So till yesterday, we have completed the concept. We know the product and price book, creating a quote. Is everybody clear about the product, price book, and quote creation? I'm not talking about the discount, quote, creating a quote.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I tried to create, link the product and opportunity, and can we link, here you mentioned to link gold and platinum customer, platinum to the opportunity, right?
Mhm.
So I try to do it when I try to add product, platinum product, and second select for the gold, it is deleting, platinum is deleting if I choose gold.
Okay,
For
let's
the price
try to
book.
create it. Let's create it from the beginning. So let's connect to the Salesforce. Fine. So let's go to the marketing application. The marketing application. In the marketing application, let's create a lead. Now let's assume that, let's take a same example. Lead is, assume that startup company. Let's say that NYC company. NYC company. Now email is, let's give sanskar@gmail.com. Open new contacted agriculture. Not agriculture, it's a technical. Technology. And that's it, let's create it. Let's give a description here. X123 speakers. Click on save. Now the lead is created. Once the lead is created, assume that marketing team has started working on this. So let's change it to the working contacted. Now what I'll do is, let's click on a converted. Once it is a converted, once it is a converted, now click on a select converted status. As soon as I click on a select converted, it will ask. Now my Chrome is very bad, so that's the reason it is not showing properly. Assume that I'm creating the NY company here. Now click on a save, convert. Once it is converted, I have a account called NYC company, and the contact is a startup company, and here is the opportunity. Let's click on the opportunity. Once we click on the opportunity, let's change the name. Opportunity. This is a NYC company opportunity. And let me click on save. Perfect. So assume that right now we are in. Now, as soon as the opportunity is created, now it goes to the sales team. So let's connect to the sales team. Now, once it is connected to the sales team, now I have an opportunity. Now sales team will jump on, look at the opportunity. This is the opportunity is created. This opportunity is created. Account name is this one, right? So that means for this is the account. And contact roles is this is the contact roles and the staging history. Now I can go to the account. Now, assume that this is the opportunity is created. Opportunity is created. In case if you want to make a changes to the lead source or anything, you can do directly. For example, we have received it through the web. We have received it through the web. Now let's click on a save. Now, as soon as the opportunity is created, the next step is I need to add a product. The next step is I need to add a product. Let's add the product. So whenever we are adding the product, before adding the product, let's go ahead and check the price book. So once it is added, product. So once the opportunity is created, the next step is I need to create a product. In order to create a product, we need to cross verify what are the price books are available. Now let's assume that I have a price book here. I have a price book, gold, platinum, bronze, silver. So these are the price books which are available. Now, let's click on this add product. Click on this add product. Now here, whenever I'm adding a product, it has to be price book has to be linked to the any one of them. The first time what I'm adding, I'm clicking on a add product. If you do not want to add a product, if you want to choose a price book, you can choose it. But when you click on a add product for the first time, when you click on a add products, automatically it will take you to the choose a price book. Automatically, it will take you to the choose a price book. When you choose a price book, here it will give, do you want to add a gold or do you want to add a platinum or do you want to add a silver or a standard? Now, if I say gold, now how many it is showing the products? Only 2 it is showing it. What is the reason for only it is showing? I have so many products here. I have so many products, but it is showing only 2. Integration Samsung. Integration Samsung, only 2 it is showing. The reason is only these 2 products are linked to the gold price book. Only these 2 products are linked to the gold price. Right. So that means whenever you click on the add product here, whatever the price book you choose, only related to that price book, what are the products are available? Only those products will be visible here. Only those products will be visible. Now I can select these 2. I can select integration and Samsung. Right now what I'm doing, for it is saying that for this price book, you have only these 2 products. Now click on next. Once I click on a next, it is asking the what is the quantity. It is asking what is the quantity. Quantity means how many members are going to join integration. Let's say that 2 members. How many members are going to buy a Samsung? Let's say 3 members are going to buy. What is the date? Date you can, it's a optional. It is a optional. You can give or you can. That's optional. Only mandatory field is quantity is the mandatory field. Now I'll click on a save. As soon as I click on a save here, immediately the amount and expected revenue is populated on the opportunity. Now, similarly, the product is attached here. Now, let's say that it's a price code. We are in this state of sending the quotation. Once the product is added, is everybody clear how to add a product? Somebody asked about the product. Okay.
Yes.
So once the product is added, the next step is quotation. Now we know that last class we have discussed, in order to enable the code, we need to enable the configuration. There is a code setting is there. In the code setting, you need to add the quotation. Now click on this. Now add a new code. Click on new code. Whenever I click on a new code, now what we are doing is we have added the price book product to the opportunity. Next step is we are doing the code, creating a code. From where we are creating? From the opportunity, we are creating the code. So when I click on a code here, what it is asking, it is taking the total details, prepare for, it is automatically taking from the contact, address information, it is taking from the account, and opportunity details, all this it has taken. Only the mandatory information for the quote is quote name. Now let's say that speakers, startup company. Startup company hyphen speakers. Now expiration date is, assume that next week. Now I'll click on save. Now here, can I click on a syncing? No, syncing is this particular field is available. This particular syncing is available, but you cannot edit it. You cannot edit. That means you cannot make a check or uncheck. You cannot do. That is the read-only field. That means nobody can edit it. Nobody can edit. If I try to do this, click on this, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. There is nothing called as a syncing. We do not have a, can I do this syncing here? No, we cannot do. Now click on a save button.
And discount, we didn't give any discount here, right? And there is no option to change it, I think.
We do not have any option to do the discount. Discount is also disabled. Only the options that are available on the code is quote name, expiration date, status, description, tag, shipping and handling. That's it. We do not have. These what are the prepared for address information is automatically taken from the account and contact. In case if you do not have on the contact, if you want to enter here, you can enter the details here. But automatically in the real time, we don't enter anything of this. We don't enter anything in the real time. In the real time, because whenever we create a contact or an account, every time the data has to be there, whether it is a mandatory field or not mandatory field, every field we will enter in the real time. The data will be there for the every field. So these field be automatically captured or from the contact and account. Now only the thing that you need to do is account name, expiration date, status, description, tax in case if you have anything related to that, shipping and handling in case if you are charging more, anything related to the shipping, then that scenario you can add it. Click on save. Now once the quotation is saved, now as soon as the quotation, if you click on this quote, now you will see that these are the details. This is the auto number which is get generated by system automatically. Now we have a quote name, expiration date, all the details are displaying in the detail section. Now when you go to the related, you will see the quote line items. What are these quote line items? Which is a copy of the product See here, product, sales price, quantity, subtotal. Quote line items are nothing but a product details. Product details. Now here you have a quote PDF, notes and attachment. Notes and attachment. Now, right now, assume that I have sent it to the, in order to send, what I have to do is I need to send this. I need to send an email to the customer saying that we have generated a quote. Now I'll click on this, create a PDF. So when I click on a create a PDF, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to check as a sales team, I'm going to check everything, all the details here. And then I'll say here, save and email code. Save and email code. As soon as I say save and email code, there is a email gets attached to this code, as well as code PDF and notes and attachment. The records gets created. The records gets created. Now I'll say that, hi, please find the quotation. Please find the quotation for speakers. For speakers product. And I'll say here, thank you and Swapna. Now, to address is automatically taken from contact email address, because contact email address copied to the quote. And BCC is whoever is the organization one is there, that is the BCC. Now you have an option here related to, here you have an attachment, and if you want to attach any images or anything, you can attach it, and let's click on a send. Once it is sent, this is the option it is going to show. Let's say that, no, I do not want to see this option anymore. Now click on it, attach and send it. That's just a warning message. Now, once it is attached, now customer is going to review the quotation. Customer is going to review the quotation. Now, for example, if I wanted to, they say that, okay, probably Samsung only 2 members I wanted. Okay, not the 3 members, because right now the quotation, it says that some $31,000, it is saying that it is too much for me. Probably I'll go for a Samsung only for 2 members, not for the 3 members. Samsung, I'll go for only 2 members. Now, can I make a changes here? You cannot make a changes to the quote line item, because if you make a changes here, it will not be reflected. Let me go ahead and do it. Now, for example, in the quote line item, what I'm saying is, instead of a 3 members, let's give it a 2 members. Instead of a 3 members, let's give it to the 2 members. Click on save. Click on save. Now what I have done, I have updated onto the quote line item. I have updated onto the quote line item. What did I updated? Quantity I updated. Quantity I updated. When I updated the quantity, only for Samsung quantity, I have updated from 3 to 2. From quantity 3 to 2. But what is it is displaying here in the opportunity? It is displaying the 3. It did not sync. It did not sync. Basically, it did not sync. Whatever that I'm doing here, it did not sync here. So what I have to do, I need to update it again here, because I cannot make both the records are different. Opportunity saying the 3 Samsung and quote line item saying the 2 Samsung is not a right. It's not a right. So instead of that, I need to enable the syncing option here. I need to enable the syncing option. That means, why I need a syncing option here? If I make any changes directly to the quote line item, it should reflect onto the opportunity. If I add anything into the opportunity product, it should automatically update the quote line item. It should automatically update the quote line item. For that, we need a syncing process. For that, we need a syncing process. In order to enable the syncing, what we have to do is we have to click on a start sync. We have to click on a start sync. When we click on a start sync, it says that whatever you are making a changes to the code, it will be replace all the opportunity products with the quote line items. That means vice versa. That means whatever you are doing the changes onto the opportunity products, it gets updated to the quote line item. What are the changes you are doing in the quote line item? It gets updated to the opportunity products. So for that, we are doing the syncing. As soon as I do the syncing, observe here, the checkbox is enabled. The checkbox is enabled. Now this checkbox enable is nothing but whatever I do the changes. For example, right now I'm changing back Samsung to the one quantity. Samsung to the one quantity. Let's click on a save. As soon as I have updated quote line item 007 was updated. Now let me go back and refresh here. Now here also on the opportunity products, the Samsung is quantity is updated. The quantity is updated. That means whether you do the changes at the product opportunity product or whether you do the changes at the quote line item, what are the changes you are doing it will be both the ways it is synced. Now, does that means my create PDF is also synced here? Ultimately, because when you are syncing your data here, no, I did not create a new code. I did not create a new code. For example, let me change here the integration from 2 to 1. Assume that integration only one members are going to take. Now let's click on a save. Now here I have updated the product. For the integration product, I have updated. Now let me refresh the quote line item. Now quote line item is also 1. Now if I click on here, the create PDF. Create PDF, will it show the old one or will it show the new one? It shows the new one. What are the updated details are available for the synced contact? Whatever the updates are available for the synced contact, it will be displayed here. It will display the data here. In case if it is a not synced, if it is a not synced, you cannot get the latest PDF here. In case if you do not have a sync here, you cannot get the latest here. That means only whenever you have a sync is enabled for that code, your PDF is automatically reflected with the latest data. In case your code is not synced, then your PDF will not be reflected. Your PDF will not be reflected with the latest data. Your PDF will not be reflected with latest data. Is that clear? Whoever is having the recent code.
Yeah, I did everything what you did here, but my doubt is, we chose the product right there, and the product it is gold one. Price book name is gold, right?
Mhm.
So behalf of gold, we can choose platinum or any other, and we can select both products, gold and platinum in the product list.
We can choose only one price book because customer is a single customer here. Single customer. Customer might be a gold customer, customer might be a platinum. Customer cannot be in the VIP and a generic. No, it cannot be. Customer can be VIP, customer can be a regular, customer can be a generic. So this is to the customer, I am linking the single price.
Oh yeah, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Here. How to resend code means what? How to resend code means what? Whoever is asked question, what is exactly? How to resend code?
That is a question they asked in quiz.
So basically this question, in case we wanted to do changes, then only we have to check the sync. No, what I mean here is when you click on the sync, what are the changes you are doing it here? It gets updated to the your parent object. It gets updated to the, so for example, you are changing here, quantity you are changing it, or you are deleting it something. You are deleting it. This data should be reflected onto the opportunity. This data reflected onto the opportunity. That means the quantity is whatever you are doing the changes, go and Salesforce is saying that go and update to the opportunity level also, because same products are available at the opportunity level. So update at the opportunity level also. What do you mean by how to resend code?
That I didn't understand, ma'am. That question I didn't understand. So I have raised it.
Okay, how to resend code is nothing but whenever you do not have a syncing option. For example, you do not have a syncing here. Okay. Now, first time you created it. Let me take another opportunity. Click on Infosys. For Infosys, the products are there. Now there are no codes. Now I'll click on a code, new code. I'll say Infosys here. Infosys, and the expiration date is next week. Click on a save. Now for this, right now what we are doing is, now this is the code which is there, and there are two line items are there. Now if I click on a print PDF, that means create a PDF. Now as soon as I click on a create PDF, I'll say that save to the code. Assume that I am done with the generating a PDF. As soon as I'm done with the generating PDF, now this code is not synced. That means whatever I'm making a changes at the product level. For example, I'm changing at the product level, click on edit. Now here I have two quantities are there. So I'll go with the two quantities. So once I made a changes at the opportunity level, if I wanted to resend the PDF or resend the code, so what is that means? I cannot resend the code of this because this is not synced. Now what I need to do, I need to click on a new code again, and I have to say here Infosys 1, expiration date, click on save. Now what I'm doing, I'm creating another code here. Because the previous code does not sync yet. So what I'm doing is, if it is not synced, then in order to resend the code, then we have to create a new code. And in this new code, I need to generate a PDF again. That means new code has a latest information. The reason why we have a new code, because we have not synced the previous one. The previous one is not synced. So for that, simply whatever you are doing the code creation, that the same steps will be repeated. Now, how do we delete the stages of codes? Now, whenever this is already I have covered, I guess. Whenever you wanted to delete the stages of codes, that means here we have a draft, need to review, in review, approved, rejected, presented, accepted, denied. These are the different stages or a status. Now, if you want to delete any of these status, go to the object manager. Now, simply what I'm doing here, click on a code and click on the setting icon and then click on a edit object. Click on edit object. When you click on edit object, it will simply go to the same object manager, the code object manager. Here fields and relationship. In this fields and relationship, you have a status. In this status, if you want to delete anything existing one, For example, I wanted to delete needs review. I wanted to delete needs review. Click on the delete option. There is a warning message which is going to show, are you sure? Click on OK. When we delete it, it is going to ask the replace. It is going to ask the replace. Either you can replace with the existing one, or else you can replace with the blank value. So for example, I'm going to replace with the existing one, which is called as a draft. I'll click on save. So that's how you can do the delete status, whatever you wanted. Is that clear, Dhananjay? And the next one is, now right now we have this code, this PDF we are generating it. PDF we are generating. Whenever we are generating a PDF, this is a normal PDF. It has the all in black and white. All are black and white. In case if you wanted to do some kind of a coloring, some styling, this samskar ID should become here. This is a red color, below are the blue color, white color, and font should be in the different, and this has to be different section. If you want all these stylings, we can do. All the stylings is available. All the stylings we can do. So that's all customization. That's all customization. We will see that later. Don't worry about the PDF, everything, whatever the customizations we have, we can do that. But by default, Salesforce is giving this. But if you want some kind of a styling, which we need to do the customization on top of it. On top of it.
Ma'am, do they use syncing option most of the times in real time?
Yes, we use the syncing most of the time in the real time. Very rare scenarios if you don't know about the customer. In that case, maybe there are few scenarios that they are like a few scenarios that you know that this quote is definitely work. This quote is definitely work. In that case, syncing is not needed. Some scenarios that maybe the customer is not interested. Maybe they wanted to do some other opportunity. In case if you know this kind of a things, they will say that, okay, syncing is not required because I doubt that this customer come back on the quote. But in the real time, most of the time syncing will be available. Sales price, you can edit. Sales price, you can edit. So for example, when I say sales price, what exactly you wanted to edit here? So sales price is which is showing here. Sales price is 8. From where it is coming? It is coming from where it is coming? It is coming from price book. Gold customer. Now go to the gold. Now here related list. Now the price book is there. This is the 8. This is the sales price. Now, do you want to change the sales price on the code? If you want to change the sales price, for example, this is a syncing is there already. I'll open this. Now let's assume that I want this product sales price. Now I cannot change the sales. This says this is the subtotal, right? Now here we have a sales price. But when you change the sales price, for example, I'm placing it here 7,000. Click on a save. Now it is coming as 7,000. Subtotal is also 7,000. And you need to check your grand total is reflected or not. Similarly, you need to go to the opportunity. In the opportunity, is your product, opportunity product also updated the sales price, right? And also it is updated the amount. Everything you need to cross verify. So usually in the real time, we don't do the changes of the sales price directly. Directly here, we don't do it because this is coming from the price book. So whatever this price book is there, that price book, instead of changing on the sales price, we will put a discount. We will put a discount that is there. But changing the directly sales price is not the right way to do. Yes, that's what we are doing it here, right? So for example, in the code, we have a code line item. I'm clicking on this, right? Now what I'm doing, I'm editing it. What I'm doing it, I'm editing the sales price, quantity, discount, that's all information I'm editing. Now, if you are asking that I wanted to change the product details, actual product details, what are the product details are there? These product details. No, that you cannot change it. Like it's inactive, active, that you cannot change it. That you cannot change it. Active, inactive, that you cannot do that. Only few information you can change it, not every information. Like you cannot deactivate the product, everything you cannot do. Now, till this point, everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now we have a quote line items and syncing is available. Syncing is nothing but basically whenever I change anything at the opportunity product or quote line item, vice versa, the data gets updated. What do you mean by sync code per quote? I already covered the sync code, but what do you mean by sync code per quote? Sangeeta? Sync code for quote in the quiz that they are asking about this one. Syncing code. They are asking about this one, syncing code. So how do you sync on the code? So how do you sync it? By clicking on this start sync or stop sync. In case if you want to stop, you can click on the stop sync. Okay, next one is a discount. Next one is a discount. Now, how do we apply a discount? How do we apply a discount? Now, first of all, what is the discount there? Now, what is the discount? Now, whenever we are talking about the discount, usually in Salesforce, discount is available only on the specific product. Now, I have a discount field here 0.00. I have a discount field is there, but this discount field is not editable. Discount field is not editable. It's not available. Now you have to go here and see, click on the particular product and check here, where is the discount? Here is the discount. Now what I'm doing here, I'm doing the discount on a single product. I'm doing the discount on a single product. For example, I'm doing here 5%. 5%. When I do the 5%, observe here the total amount, grand total, it says 12,000. Grand total, it says 12,000. Now, if I change this particular product, now here I'm applying a 5%. Now, as soon as I say 5%, click on a save. As soon as I click on a save, observe the grand total, it takes some time. Let me refresh. Now here, 11,650. 11,650. The grand total gets updated. Now, how about the opportunity? Opportunity also, it should get updated. Now, opportunity also updated. Right. So now let me go back to the quote line item. So this is how we apply a discount. Quote stages. How can we modify the quote stages? Status. So directly go to the status, the related list. Is anybody know that answer? Can anybody answer? How can we modify the quote status? Stages?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, can you answer?
Edit object. Fields and relationship. In that we have stages. In that we can choose disable or edit. It will ask rename.
Right. So basically, the status will be like you need to click on the quote level, click on a edit object, go to the object, and in the object manager, go to the fields and relationship. Then you look for the field called status. You look for the field called status. Now for this status, just modify it. Click on the edit here. For example, rejected is there. Rejected if you want to change anything. So you can change it here and click on save. You can click on it, save. Clear? Now here for right now we have a 5% applied. Go to the detail section in the code. In the code, what is saying here discount is 2.92. 2.92%. That means if it is overall also, ultimately you cannot put directly overall. If you want a overall 5%, then put 2.5 here, 2.5 here. So each package, each product has to be associated with quote has to be associated with each product. So once each product is associated, then final discount is what is the overall. Now product level, you are giving it as a 5%, but what is the overall percentage discount is 2.92. If you are buying a 2 products, overall is 2.92. 2.92. So that is the overall products. Now again, you are doing it here for the second one, Samsung. You are saying that Samsung is again 5%. Samsung is again 5%. Now immediately the data will be reflected here. Now let's refresh this. Click on a detail section. Now it is saying that 5%. So overall it is 5%. So whatever you are adding at the 5%, those all will be like each product, whatever you are adding it, and ultimately at the quote level, it will not take a single product per discount. It will take as an overall product discount. Overall product options are displayed. Right, so that is about the discount. Is everybody clear about the discount? Any questions on the discount level?
No.
Okay. Now, once the discount is done, now let's see the properties of quote here. Properties of quote. First one is quote requires activation. Quote requires activation. That means whenever you have generated a quote, whenever you have created a quote, you need to sync that. You need to sync that because in the real time, we cannot have this. So quote has to be, quotation requires a activation. And the second one is one opportunity can have a multiple quotation. It is possible that one opportunity can have a multiple quotations that we have seen already. However, at given time, only one quotation can be synced. However, given time, only one quotation will be synced. For example, if you have a 5 quotations into the opportunity, if you have a 5 quotation to the opportunity. For example, this is the Infosys opportunity has a 2 quotations. Now, if I click on a sync here, if I click on this sync, now 004, I'm opening on it and I'll click on it, start sync. I'll click on it, start sync. Once I sync it, I have already synced the 1 quotation. Now I wanted to sync another quotation. Is it possible? I wanted to sync another quotation also. Whenever I click on the another quotation sync, what it says, it will give you warning saying that quote Infos is already in a sync. That means for single opportunity, you will sync only single quotation. Quote Infosys is already synced with this opportunity. An opportunity can be synced with only 1 quote. If you continue, Infosys will not be synced. That means what it is saying that it is already there is a syncing is enabled for the first one. Now, if you want to enable the second one, which is the Infosys one, if you enable it, the previous one will be deactivated. The previous one will be deactivated. Now this is activated. Now let me go back to the opportunity name. The previous one will be deactivated. Previous one will be deactivated. That means on opportunity, that means one opportunity can have multiple quotations, but at a time, on given time, only 1 quotation can be synced. On given time, only 1 quotation can be synced. And quotation with inactive product cannot be synced. Quotation with inactive product cannot be synced. What is that means? That means, now let's go ahead here. Let me stop syncing. Now on this Infosys, I have a 2 products, Infosys Lightning codes. Infosys Lightning codes. Now here, both the codes are deactive. Now if I go to the product, let's go to the product. Let's assume that right now, Lightning codes, what I'll do is I'll deactivate it. Go to the Lightning codes and click on edit. Click on deactivate. What I'm doing, I have already added the product here, but I'm deactivating the product. I'm deactivating the product here. So if I deactivate a product, what will happen? If I deactivate a product, what will happen? Now let me go back to the, let's create a new code here. New code. Infosys 2. Expiration date is 5th and click on save. Now the Infosys 2 is created. Now I have this code. What is happening here? It is saying that only 1 product. It is attaching only 1 product. It is attaching only 1 product, right? Now what I'll do is I'll activate this. I'm activating the product. Once I activated the product, is my code is updated? No, it will not update because there is nothing called as a sync. It will not update the here. Now let me go back to the opportunity. In the opportunity, again I'll click on Infosys. Now we have 2 products here. Both are active. I'll create another code here. I'll create another code. New code. Infosys 3. Expiration date 5. Click on save. Now Infosys 3. Click on view all, which is a 007. Now once I click on Infosys 3, now I can see 2 products are available. Now what I'll do is I'll go back to the product. I'll deactivate the product. Let me deactivate the product. Once the product is deactivated, let me refresh the code. Once it is deactivated, now what I'll do is click on here, start sync. If you continue, you will replace all the opportunity. Now it is available, continue, but it says that the code cannot be synced because it has a inactive. It has a, as soon as I click on a start sync, it is giving this message, click on a continue. But as soon as I click on a continue, it says that your product is inactive. Your product is inactive. So, for example, you have added a product here. Product is already there. Once the product is created, once the product is attached to the opportunity, once you create a quote line item, then if you deactivate the product, once you create it, after creating a quote line item, after creating quote line item, if you deactivate product, deactivate the product. If you deactivate the product, after deactivating the product, if you click on a sync, if you click on a start sync, if you click on a start sync, it will give a error message. It will give you the error message saying that you cannot sync it. You cannot sync because your product is deactive. So that is the another property of the code. Quotation with inactive product cannot be synced. And discounts are applied only on the quote line item. Discounts Discount should be percentage. You cannot give some number, decimal, you cannot give anything. It has to be percentage. And next one is a discount always sync with opportunity. Also sync with, in the real time, we always sync with opportunity. Taxes and shipping and handling changes does not sync with opportunity. There is in the code, taxes and shipping and handling charges, those does not sync with opportunity. So these are the different codes which are available. Whoever is taking the notes, please take the notes. Let me know once you are done. Yes, average discount of the total product. Without sync, if you do not have a sync, it will not be reflected on the opportunity or it will not be reflected on the quote line item. If you do not have a sync, it will not be reflected. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
In total amount also, it doesn't matter.
Total amount reflected. Total amount, those will be reflected. Only the one which are not reflected is taxes, shipping and handling charges. This will not be reflected. Apart from this, amount will be reflected. And a total quantity is also reflected. Products is also reflected.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Is
Quotation require activation, ma'am? What is meant by activation, ma'am? First point, quotation requires activation.
Activation is nothing but, so basically when you go to the here code, so that means this code has to be active. Right, that means in review. Right, there is no checkbox called as a active here. There is no checkbox called as a active. but it has to be certain steps it has to follow here. Okay, you do not have an active checkbox or something, nothing is there here.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, so the next step is, we will see the next step later, but what we have done now. Can I sing the code if there is a deactive product associated to code?
No.
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 Okay. Now, yesterday you have done some updates, right? Like, is everybody created the code?
Yes.
So whoever is not created, create a code, start syncing it, and then you need to add a discount. Today, you need to add a discount. Add a discount to that particular quote line item. Similarly, this one. Create another homework. First name is Swapna, last name is Salesforce. Create a price book. Okay, price book called Platinum, Gold, Silver. This is anyway created. Add a product. Add product. Add product. This product is. Add a product. Product is. Add a product here, which is a type of a gold. Type of a gold. Type of gold. And quantity, add the quantity. Add the quantity is 3. Okay, add 2 products here. Add 2 products. 2 products of type A gold price book. Gold price book. Quantity is 3. And the check total amount, create a single quote. Okay. And start syncing that quote. And then add a discount to each product. Whatever the reflected one is there, that reflected one will be. Okay. So that reflected one will be. Observe the one and send us the what is your observation. What was the price that was showing on the opportunity after discount? What is the price it is coming? And how did you apply the discount? How did you apply the discount? So those are the one. That's all for today's session. Let me stop.